What up, Doe? How's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, Rich?
Good.
Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing out there in good old YouTube land? Tonight we are going to be talking about all Detroit sports encompassed in general.
Oh,
Not your
my,
normal.
my tablet died, man. With the one I had the Michigan game on there.
I'm sure they'll win. So, Rich, tell them where they can find you.
Find me on X at Riggs928.
You can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan and on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. So let's get right into it. Detroit Red Wings news as we start the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean they come off the Olympic break. Shout out to USA.
Yep.
And Dylan Larkin. And I think wasn't there 4 guys from Michigan on the U.S. men's Olympic team?
Yeah.
You had Larkin, Hallenbach.
Yep.
And who else? Jack Hughes.
Yep.
And there was one other one, wasn't there?
Yeah, there is. I can't remember his name is right off the top of my head like that. But yeah, there were 4. It might have been 5 even, to be honest with you. But yeah, the goalie Hallebuck, yep, Larkin and Jack Hughes, and can't remember the other guy. I wish I could remember. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's another one, but just goes to show you why we're called Hockey Town.
Yep.
Like it's not just the Red Wings. There's a lot of talented players that have come out of the state of Michigan.
And to mention, congratulations to the women's USA team too as well. And guess who scored the game-winning goal? A Michigan player for her to win the gold.
Hey man, that's you like to see it, right? I mean, because Olympics. Yep. I mean, yeah, you want to make it to the majors, whatever sport you play, but representing your country. I mean, these guys will tell you that's one of the best things they've ever done.
Yeah. A lot of people they won't necessarily take a gold medal over their individual sports trophy per se, but it's always like a nice secondary thing to get on their resume.
Yeah, and you always see the guys, even what was it, the 4 Nations tournament last year? Like these guys really fought for their country. Those were good games.
Those were good games, yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were like playoffs. You know what I mean? They were fighting. I mean, it wasn't like no all-star game,
Yeah, definitely for sure. It wasn't, and 4 Nations is cool because I like how they just pick the certain teams to play, and usually you're going to probably get the ones that'll give you good games with 4 Nations. Olympics are totally different. You get a few blowouts, but that's still a cool thing to do. Represent your country. I like it like that. I like, as an owner, you probably kind of cringe a little bit. You want them to do it, but you don't want them to get hurt just in case they come back and now they're on the shelf for the rest of the season. You don't want that. You just hope that they come back with no injuries.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What was I going to say? So, was saying that going in the second half of the season, Chris, who needs to step up the most for them to make their first playoff push in 10 years, right?
Yeah, 10, 11, yeah. So I don't know, like in terms of stepping up, I would have to say, you know what? I was going to pick a player, but I'm going to pick a unit. I think the defense they have to step up as a whole. Obviously, we have a top 2 defensive, like a number 1 defensive line that's probably in the top 5. for defensive pairings in hockey, but as a unit, because once you get past those two, it starts to get skeptical. Like you get inexperience, or you get less talented players after that. So I think the defense as a whole needs to step up a little bit more. I mean, I think John Gibson's having a great season so far. Maybe not small G, not big G, but small G.
He's played really well. I mean, he struggled coming out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched for like Osgood. He said when he went from Detroit to the Islanders, he said it's different for goalies because you got your defensive pairing. Goalies, he said, are pretty routine. So he said there's a lot going. It gets rough sometimes. It takes a minute for them to get comfortable.
Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely agree with you.
But he's been playing. I mean, you could argue all-star level hockey.
Yeah, he has been. He has done really well since he came out of the funk. He's done really well. I'd have to look up to see how good he's done in a, because I know he's under 2 in his last 15 games or something like that. So he's done really well for the team, and he's made the defense look better than probably it would normally be with an average goaltender. So that's a shout out.
4 shutouts, and I remember he had his goals against average in the beginning of the year. I think like 305. And I think
he was.
Now it's around a 2.5. I think
it is. It might be even lower than that. I'm trying to check his current stats. I thought it was the last time. I thought it was down to like a 224 goals against average, but I mean, give me a second here because I do believe he's just not creeping up and obviously into the top goaltenders in the league, but he's playing well. He's playing really well right now.
He's got over 20 wins too.
Yeah. He's at 23, 257 goals against. So he's getting up there.
I mean, that's shaving it off a half a goal. I mean, that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the top 15 goalies, so that's good. And he keeps playing the way he does. I mean, we could have a nice little playoff run possibly. Also depends on who we pick up at the trade deadline.
Yeah, so I mean that's my next question is, what should they do? Should they make some moves, substantial moves, small moves, stand pat? Obviously, you wouldn't think that selling would be an option, with how well they're doing. I mean, they're above a play-in. They're not really a fringe. I mean, they're playing really well, good hockey. So what should they do at the trade line? And if your answer is to buy, who or what positions would you be interested in?
Okay, so defense definitely. I'm saying buy. I am not saying sell at all. I'm saying buy. So, and I would think most Wings Nation would say buy as well. And I'm hoping this is not a normal trade deadline like Yzerman's used to doing. I mean, which is coming up with a few players, because this is not the year to start doing that. Continue to do that. So, there's a few guys out there that I'd like, whether they get it done or not, because some of them may have too high of a price tag, or they might have too high of a trade price tag. So defense and a winger probably more likely. One of the NHL talk shows earlier this morning was talking about they would definitely what was it they were talking about? They would definitely give up a lot of capital for like Austin Matthews if it was available. He would definitely give it up. And that would be picks and players to get Austin Matthews. I'm like, That's great.
Available?
Well, he's got his contract's up in like 2028 or something like that. So he's not going. You're not going to. I don't think you're going to move. I don't think he's going to move. I don't think anybody's going to move him, and I don't think you're going to be able to pluck him. But I'm not for that trade. What I am for is like, and it's been talked before, is Vincent Trocek. He played in the Olympics. He's really good. Elias Patterson would be nice too. He's a higher price tag in terms of trade. Robert Thomas, Tyler Myers has been talked about. He's more of a stay-at-home defenseman. He doesn't have a whole lot of offensive production. He might be something that Yzerman will go after, a veteran. He is like in his 30s though. He is like I think he's 34, 35 years old. He doesn't have a whole lot of offensive production. He's got like 10 points or something like that on the season. He doesn't have a whole lot, but he's a good veteran defenseman.
That would be good to pair with Pelinka.
Possibly. And then Billington as a goalie, as a backup goalie, instead of who we've got backing up Gibson. And then a couple other ones I'm not too big on, but something like that, Rasmus Rolas, I can't pronounce his name. I have it written on here. Rasmus Ristolainen. He's not bad either, but it just depends on the price tag and because last year when we kept hearing that, the price tag was too high, teams were asking for too much, and that's why we didn't get it. You know what? It might continue to be that way. It might be like that all the time.
I think one that it would almost be like a trade, and it also fits into the category of step up, in my opinion. Casper.
It is.
If Casper can play that like he did in the second half last year, they're good. That's like an addition in itself because, he was your second line center and he lost his job.
Yeah, he's it's his second year playing in the pros, so how much can you ask for him to be twice as good as he was in the first half of the season? That would be good. But
I think you want to see the production you had last year at the second. And he started just before the Olympic break. He started picking up his play a little bit.
Yeah, it would be nice that I agree with you in terms of Casper being a young guy. If he could pick it up, it's that sophomore jinx, you might want to say. So it might be tough, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see him get going in the second half. I'd like to see. The continued play of our. I'd like to see Finney pick it up because he had ups and downs. He was really good out the gate, and then he kind of slowed down. I'd like to see Finney. Ball. Yeah, I'm hoping that this little time off gave him a fresh start to get him back into the game. So hopefully the rookie wall, because they had like 3 weeks off, gives him a break.
But see, like the one advantage the Wings got is the lack of production you have got in Casper. Andrew Kopp has played better. He's like approaching career best in points, I believe. And I think the most he's had since he was a wing.
Yeah, I think he has. I think he's approaching. Yeah, I think he's approaching that. Let me look real quick, because you are probably right. Andrew Kopp. Yep. Yeah, he's up. Wow. Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good. He got 33 points on the season. That's one of his best seasons in a long time.
Yeah. So
yep.
So I mean, let's take the good and bad with that one, right?
Yeah, if he hitting, yeah, if he, I mean, he could. This could be his best season if he plays well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be his best season. His best season was 21-22, and he had 53, and then he came to the Wings and had 42, and he's at a good pace right now. So he could have one of his best seasons. It's nice because it wasn't expected, so it's
Yeah,
nice.
that's what I'm saying. You had one guy slump that you expected to do well, but then you had another guy who. So now Casper does have the better talent, but as far as production wise, it kind of balances itself out in a way.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but now
true.
if you get Casper to pick his game up, now that gives you three legitimate centers because Copp's also going to offer you defense. That's what it's known for.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it would be nice. Yeah, you got me. Yep,
And
yep.
is Edmondson coming back?
He played last night.
Did he play last night? I didn't watch the game last night.
Yeah, he's the one. That's the one. That's the one where they've been talking all online. Where Ottawa, the guy stood up and they thought it was an interference call. The Ottawa fans thought it was an interference call because the puck went flying over, like it wasn't even close, and it looked like a check. But if you watch the replay, the only thing I could say is that he did bring his elbow up a little bit, but the defender, like all Evans did was just stand there, and because he's such a big dude, the guy just ran into him and fell back down, and then there was a big disbursement, and there was coincidental, I think 2 5-minute roughing penalties, and then the Ottawa Senator guy stood up saying, I'm going to see you out on the ice, and he got an additional 10 minutes or 5 minutes. So, yeah, it was a big to-do last night. Of course, Ottawa fans are going to say, like, oh, well, he should have gotten an interference penalty. And then the Red Wing fans are going to be like, well, no, he shouldn't because it wasn't really interference. He was just standing his ground back and forth. Needless to say, we won 2-1 in overtime. So it is, we had a disallowed goal too. So, I mean, stuff happens. It's the way it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, we can move on to our next topic, which is the one we're definitely waiting for here is the Detroit Tigers as the spring training begins.
Yeah, man, it's can't believe baseball's back already.
Yeah. And just to keep the same energies I did before on the Central Crown. Remember, we lost that first game 20-3, and people were up in arms about, oh my God, we suck. We're giving up all these runs. Well, we won today 16-8. I had the same energy. Still don't care about spring training. We won 16-8, but we also played probably against garbage pitchers, just like they played against our garbage pitchers. It just happens. What you pay attention to are the walks, the swings, how well they're standing at the plate. That's what you got to look at. Javi Baez is batting like 600 during the spring training. You think he's really going to be that good through the season? No.
The only time I really pay attention is like once the pitchers start ramping up.
Yeah.
See how well they do. Because I mean, if they're vamped up and are ramped up, and they're only going 3 innings, that's an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's good to see McDonegal and Clark. I still don't know how Clark plays with all them damn chains. Why would you want to play with all them chains? But hey, he played left field last night. I seen.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, they're going to move these players around to see how good they are, to see if if at some time when they want to call him up, that they have, oh, well, he played well in left field. Let's put him in left field this time. Let's see if he can play like one game at left field. And if it works, then that's how you can find out if you can get him reps at the major league level when you do bring him up. Because if you bring him up and they're only a one-trick pony, you just got to hope that spot's available. Otherwise, you got to DH him until the other guy gets rest. It's like
I will say him and Parker would take away half the outfield.
Yeah, I mean, them two can cover a lot of distance. The only problem is like I still believe I jinxed Parker Meadows when I called him a 5-tool player like 2.5 years ago. So that might be my fault.
Potential. It's not that the potential's not there. It's just.
I mean, you might be right when you were talking about him last year, man. Like but he did get hurt. So we'll see how this season plays out, and then I can grin my teeth at the end of the year.
But where I was getting worried last year was his best asset, defense. He had some questionable moments there.
Yeah.
So to me, when you're already not producing and then your strength, you're starting to struggle there. Like, man, I ain't really got room for you.
Yeah. That's true.
Then what are you giving me, Chris?
Yeah, if you can't if you're not good on offense and you're average at defense, that's tough. If you're average at defense and your offense is, I mean, you got to it has to be one thing or another. You either have to have good plate appearances and you have to have some kind of defense, or you got to have really good defense. I think something's got to balance you out. You got to give us a reason to put you out on the field.
If you're going to be like a bad baseball player, you have to be super good at something. Like, rest in peace, Terrence Gore. How many playoff World Series teams was he on? Speed only. When it came to playoff time, you would never hear his name during the regular season. But come playoff time, he had a roster spot. Why? Because he was fast as shit and he knew how to run the bases.
Yeah.
That's an asset. You're stealing runs in the playoffs.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you're a pinch runner. You
exactly.
know? Yeah, I mean, you still get a paycheck. That's all that matters, at the end of the day.
But he's super good at something, right?
Yep.
So you got a spot because you're super good.
Yep.
And like, every sport, right? Playoffs change everything. No matter what the sport is, playoff hockey, playoff basketball, football, baseball, it's all better than regular season. I mean, you'll get the occasional regular season games that are good.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're gonna get every team's best every single night.
Yeah. That's definitely for sure. I mean, right, like we're saying, like, we're going into this season with optimism. I mean, we're hoping, once again, we always strengthen our strength and don't strengthen our weakness for the Tigers. So that's always a big problem. But going into the season, I mean, I just want to hope that we're not peaking fast and dropping off, or we're not peaking at the end of the season. I want a good, consistent play throughout the year. I don't want to tally off. we're not, there's going to be times where we lose like 3 or 4 games in a row. And then there's going to be times where we win 5 or 6 games in a row. I just want to be able to be in the playoffs at the end where we have a chance to, we have to win the division this year. Like, that's got to be our goal at minimum.
So you mentioned about the hitting or lack thereof. I'm starting to begin, Chris, after, watching a bunch of different comments and all this stuff. I truly believe they don't think their hitting is a weakness.
Yeah. And I don't get how they think that. I don't. I think you're going to talk about it in a minute, but like, the guys that it's kind of like Dan Campbell and the Lions. I mean, they sticking with the guys they have.
Yeah, I mean, because it's, you know, we've talked off air about it, right? But, you know, you're depending on Tort to give you multiple years. He has
Mm-hmm.
yet to do that in his career. Glaber Torres, he had an injury at the end of the year, so I give him that. But like, I agree with them bringing him back. I believe he deserved that. He played well. You didn't. He wasn't. In the uh, talks. For drama like New York. I thought he played. I thought he played pretty good second base. Was nothing spectacular, but I don't think he was awful. Like I'd rather have him out there than Colt Keith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he made the plays he was supposed to make. Like at the end of the day, Chris, can you really ask for more?
Nope, not at all. I
Um,
believe, and it's going to be a juggling match to see how they do the lineup and how they. I'm going to be very interested to see if any prospects actually make the team, the 40-man roster.
the
It's
one I
going
could see, and he would have to have a hell of a spring. I could see shortstop. To me, that's our biggest weakness right now because you got Trey Sweeney, who, like, yes, he's played pretty solid defense and had a hit here and there, but he's nothing to fall on the ground about.
yeah,
Javi Baez, he played well last year. Our best hitter in the playoffs. Won two different positions during the year in center field and shortstop. But once again, kind of like Green, can he put up 2 good years in a row?
yep,
If we had the same Javi as last year, I would be happy.
yeah. That's fine. Last year is fine. That's perfect. That's a perfect. I mean, we can't expect much more. It's just we can't expect much more than that in terms of Javi playing like that last year. He was able to play multiple positions and play well. So what what more can you ask?
And he was your best hitter with runners in scoring position.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how the Tigers come out of spring training and who stays in. I mean, all your pitchers you signed are going to be on the roster, but it's going to be very interesting to
Oh
see. It's
yeah,
going to be
yeah,
very
yeah.
interesting.
There's no. Now I would like. I can't wait to see the how AJ lines up his rotation.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I mean, you got plenty of ways you can go about it, right? And I also would like to see. We know who's starting opening day. I mean, that's like the dumbest question in the world. Like that just goes without saying, right?
Yeah,
Um, but I would like to see uh, Verlander get the first start in
in Detroit.
Comerica.
Yeah, yeah. I hope so. That opening day is going to be very interesting. I mean, I don't know if they do it so it lines up like that, because what they'd have to do is they'd be like opening day next, like count it down and go. We want to we want to make it so that Verlander is going to start in Detroit opening, the first day, because unless it falls in line, like unless we play like 5 games or 4 games, and then on the fifth game, then Scooble ends up starting also in Detroit.
But
That
you could also do. They got enough starting pitching. They can do a six-man rotation first time around if they wanted to.
they probably could. They could. It would rest their starters.
Yeah, so I mean, because you could do Montero, you can do Anderson, you could do Melton. I mean, you got choices.
Yeah.
I thought Montero pitched really well in the playoffs, Chris.
Yeah. You could have your 5 starters and then have a 6th where you have a bunch of low budget starters pitch that 6th game, and then you start back with Tariq Skubal.
I mean, I'm just curious to see how he does that, man. This is a big year for Colt Keith.
I think it's a big year for multiple young players because Parker Meadows too. Winslow Perez has got a position, but I mean, how good has he played? Has he played really, really good 2 seasons in a row? I don't know. I mean,
when he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he's cold.
Yeah, I mean.
Another question, Kerry Bonds. Can he give you a full healthy year? Can he play? Can he play against left? Like, I think this is a big year for him. If not, if it's another injury-riddled year, I think I'm cutting ways with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at back-to-back years with Winslow Perez. He's literally pretty consistent with his stuff. He had a better OPS last year than he did the previous year, so he's gotten better from the previous year. Average is pretty much the same. Base percentage is pretty the same. His slugging, his OPS got better last year, so that's good. His strikeouts went down, and his walks stayed the same, so that's not bad for Wenzel. RBIs went up a little bit. Home runs went up a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, let's say if he can do better this year, can he get to a 250 batting average, maybe get closer to an 800 OPS, maybe he can do better. So, I mean, he's still young, but he's moving along. And then you said Kerry Bonds, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what he could do too. I mean, I'd like to see how he would do. Let's see what's he done over time. He's done pretty well. But you saying like in terms of injuries, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he actually played more games last year than he did in his entire career so far, believe it or not. So not by much, but yeah. Hopefully he can put together another, a good season from the previous year. 252, 278, 284, 252. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully he can repeat like 2024. It'd be nice.
Like, I want to, I want to see Torque. Like, I think, he plays solid defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be okay with what he is last year. 30 to 40 homers. He going to get you some doubles. He can get you some RBIs. And I thought the most impressive thing I was with him last year was his at-bats.
Yeah.
I mean, there at-bats, he took 10, 15, 20 pitches. That's a lot of pitches.
Yep. It is. I mean, and now as you can see, we're talking, we're a team. We're a team full of what ifs.
Yes.
We're a team full of what ifs. If Parker Meadows does better, if Winslow Perez can continue to improve, does Kerry Carpenter have a better year than he did last year? Can he stay healthy? What if? Is Spencer Torkelson going to put together 2 straight seasons of good play, instead of going on and off? Like, what if? Like, that's the problem with the Tigers, man. We get too many what ifs. You know what? And I think the Tigers organization in terms of hitters is really, really hoping that their homegrown talent works out.
Yeah, and I just think that's poor to do, but I mean, who are we?
I mean, we just watch the games and hope we're saying the right stuff. I mean, they're the ones that got to manage all this. So, I mean, we'll see in the end if it pans out correctly.
That's all you can do.
Yep. All right. Next stop, Detroit Lions. And you brought one topic up, and I still don't know. I started seeing more and more as I started looking at it about this, but it's which one do you want to talk about? Just the Terrion Arnold?
You want to get the elephant out the bag?
Yeah. So whether it's fake news or not, I still haven't gotten 100% sure. Although I've seen four different references stating that with Terrion Arnold possibly being hooked to this alleged what was it again? It was
Robbery.
robbery. That's it. Sorry about that. Kind of got a little. I drank an energy drink, so my thoughts aren't clear right now. um, but a robbery, and he could be in on it. Like he could be part of it. Nothing's come out. His attorney did make a statement saying at this point there's no charges being but he is on the list, the judge's list of people that could be called. So with that being said, there's also news that Max Crosby during this NFL Combine, they've been talking about that that Max Crosby possibly could be traded, but the problem is that because Terrion Arnold is in this situation, they may use one of those draft picks that they would trade over to the Raiders for another corner possibly if things go down with Terrion Arnold. I have found like 4 out different sources. One of them I don't believe is true. It's fake. One of the sources puts out a lot of negative stuff or false stuff, but 3 of them are good good sources. So we'll see what happens.
So first of all, we don't know what happened. I mean, it sounds like a knucklehead move in my opinion. If you're going to leave out that much money, like you're kind of asking for trouble, and then to go try to take matters in your own hands. And I know what they say about calling the police and stuff when you're young, but if you don't want to do that, then you just got to take the L.
Yeah.
I mean, you're risking millions right now. It's already come out where some of his coaches, his defensive coordinator for one, talking about you got to stop talking about being it. You got to be it.
Yeah.
I want you to play more, be quiet. So like, is he possibly a distraction behind the scenes?
Wow, that is a possibility. That is very much a possibility. So I found the official statement from the attorney for Terrion Arnold. I represent Mr. Terrion Arnold in connection with an incident that allegedly occurred in February 4th, 2026 in Tampa, Florida, which resulted in the arrest of 5 individuals on serious felony charges. To be clear, Mr. Arnold had no involvement whatsoever in the activities that led to those arrests. He did not participate in nor was he present for any conduct related to the alleged offenses. There is no evidence in police reports, text messages, or witness statements that implicate Mr. Arnold in any way. In fact, after direct communication with this lead prosecutor, it has been confirmed that no charges have been filed against Mr. Arnold in connection with this matter. Recent media coverage has referenced an order issued by Circuit Judge J. Logan Murphy, which improperly suggests Mr. Arnold's involvement in the incident. The same order also incorrectly identifies a different person as Mr. Arnold's girlfriend. I won't put her name out there. Both assertions are false, misleading, and entirely unsupported by the record. Mr. Arnold categorically denies these unfounded claims and maintains his complete innocence. So that's what his attorney put out. I mean, will an attorney come out and say, well, yeah, of course he's been involved? No. They're always going to say they're not involved until they are involved.
I mean, my first thing would be, why put yourself in this situation? Some way, somehow, like, mine or Chris's name don't just get thrown around in crimes, for no dang reason. Like, somehow, some way, you were close enough to where your name came up, for whatever reason. And I mean, it's just like we were talking about some Tigers. It's a big year for him. Can he stay healthy? Can he, stay focused? Give you, 17 games, a good ball. That's yet to be determined. But so far, what I've been hearing, during off season so far, they haven't been thrilling.
I agree. I mean, I just hope I hope he uses this motivation to come back to the season and play well. Just get the distractions done, come out and have a really, really good season, improved season, because that'll just say, hey, that distraction didn't bother me at all. I'm going to show you that I'm a lot better than what's being said.
Because I tell you what, Chris, if there's any truth and it comes out that the reason, what up, Drew?
What up? What up? What up?
If it comes out that Terrion Arnold was part of this trade and it got debunked because of this, he's going to be booed out of the city.
Man, yeah. If there's a connection between this incident and the fact that they couldn't pick up Max Crosby because of it, that'll be a big issue. That'll be a big issue.
I mean, that would be. I feel bad for him. I would, but I would.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm hoping it's not. I hope this is not just he. Well, this is the reason why we couldn't get Max Crosby. Like, I hope that's not the case. Like, they're using that as him as a fall guy to not get Max Crosby. I hope that's the reason why. But I hope that's not the reason why. I'm sorry.
The season is so young still. I mean, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're just at the combine right now.
I mean, this happens a lot too, right? Sometimes teams work months on a trade.
Oh, yeah. They talk forever with teams, back and forth, see what each team's offering. Hey, I'll throw something out there, see if it sticks. Nah, we're not interested right now. And then all of a sudden, you don't get the person in the draft you wanted, and now you still have a gaping hole. Now you got to make the trade. You're getting closer to the deadline. So where you were off asking for 2 first-round picks, now it's a first-round pick and a third-round pick. It's not that – and all of a sudden it changes, like trade talk changes down the line. Or we get the edge rusher we wanted, and so now, screw it, we don't need Max Crosby. I mean, things change all the time.
Yeah, but I mean that would be a dream scenario, right? Him and Hutch together. Yee.
Yeah, I was telling my buddy that at work. He was like, oh, that'd be a rough defense. I'd be like, yeah, 2 guys coming off the middle. We wouldn't even need corners. not really good corners anyway. Like we could have.
I mean, and they're both high motor. Both can play to run well. So yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be giving that up. Actually, you might strengthen it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
it'd be a good match. It'd be good. It'd be really good. At least for the next 2-3 years, it'd be a great addition. It'd be the first time we have like bookend edges, and it would.
Think about it. One of them are going to get 1-on-1 every play.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't double team them both. That's 4 people. Then who's going to guard your D tackles?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you can throw a tight end or something, but now you make the other team adjust.
Yeah.
That ain't your problem.
And
so
I mean, if this is a dream scenario because I was watching Proctor today or yesterday. Proctor, man, his get off in the now. Granted, it's the underwear Olympics, so have what you have. His 40 time was awesome. Proctor's.
What was it?
Let me get back into it real quick here. What was Proctor? D tackle. Let's see. Yeah, 4.7 4.79.
Holy sh!
Yep.
Because Sewell was considered to have a good time, and it was 5.09.
Yeah. 4.79.
4.7? Oh my
Caleb
god!
Proctor. He may have jumped in the draft too, based on that. But yeah, Caleb Proctor 4.79. He's smoking. So if you were to get now, granted, obviously you'd probably have to give up this year's first rounder, but if you had Max Crosby and then you got Caleb Proctor, yeah. But I'm dreaming. But
speed is used for blocking downfield. You know, that's one good thing Sewell's good at, right? Like he has the athleticism to, you know, sometimes they put too much on his plate, right? You know, they want him to block on the line and then run out and get the corner so that they could do a wide receiver screen. Like sometimes he makes it, sometimes he don't. I mean, you're asking a lot of a 6'5", 341-pound guy.
His broad jump was pretty good too at 9.5. He had a pretty good broad jump too.
But they say he's lazy though.
It's possible. He got an okay vertical at 33, but yeah, I mean I hope that's not the case. But you know, you get players like we had that with who was our player that they called that Ziggy Ansah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that. They said he took plays off in college. He didn't have as high a motor, you know. So I mean, you might get a guy like that. You just have to go with what you see on the field, what he did continuously in college. Did he fade? Did he fade in games, or could he play? Could he play in the fourth quarter just as well as he played in the first and second? You know,
right.
But let's move on to our final topic: Detroit Pistons basketball. How do you feel about you know, how do you feel about they come back from the All-Star break and you get a huge matchup with OKC, and they basically their entire starting lineup was took the night off.
I mean, it says two things, right? One, dang, are you really that good when you just lost to? I mean, they had their whole starting lineup, and I think their two top bench guys out. But also, on the flip side, it just shows how deep the Thunder are.
Yeah, they are deep. They have a deep team.
So
very deep team.
And now they're struggling tonight with Cleveland, who is without Harden and Mitchell.
Yep.
They're down 9 with 2:35 to go.
Do we think the Pistons burn too much energy in the first half of the season?
Not necessarily. It's just coming to show what everybody was trying to say is they don't. Oh, nice play. Oh, Sar playing 94 feet of basketball or defense. Got a steal off Dennis Schroeder and got a dunk.
Nice.
No, I think it shows, like what everybody was saying, they needed to get another score. I mean, you got Dern, who's an all-star. You got Cade. But you need another guy. You need to say, you know, we're struggling on offense right now. Go get a bucket. You know, guy I wanted was Michael Porter Jr. He could post up, take you off the dribble. shoot the three. He could post up. So he's 6'10". Like so, Oh, and Cade just fouled out with 1:56 left, down by 4.
Dang.
See now, right now that'd be perfect, right? Cade's down at the end of the game. Who's gonna get that basket?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I have that one up right now, but I'm a little behind the power curve on that one. Yeah, because you need your guys down the stretch, and we might hit like a little mid-season slump here. But you know what? To be honest with you, sometimes you need that to vault you for the stretch run in the playoffs.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, because at this point, they are what they are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's going to be any trades anytime the rest of the way. So this is probably what you got down the stretch. The one thing that somebody was talking about is that we still need shooting. We don't have enough shooting. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm not as big of a basketball fan as you guys are.
Not enough consistent shooting.
Yeah.
You got Duncan Robinson. That's about it.
Yeah, that's true. Just to inform everybody right now, Michigan is up on Illinois, or Illinois, like 72 to like 50 something, like 54. So with 7 minutes left in the game, I mean, I don't think they're going to catch Michigan this game. This is a top 10 matchup. It's number 3 Michigan versus number 10 Illinois. So if Michigan wins tonight, they win the Big Ten because there's only 3 games left in the season and nobody else can catch them. They'll be up on everybody in the division. So
yeah, they another top 25 or 5 win, top 10 win, and come off the loss to Duke.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you guys are going to be one of the 4 number ones in the quadrant. So I mean,
shit, it's just making a comeback. It's 107-109, and Cleveland just got a offensive foul. They shoved Duncan Robinson out the way, trying to pass the ball in.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm not there, but that's awesome.
Sorry.
No, that's good. I don't care. If the more up to date, the better.
If they can pull this win out,
that'd be awesome.
Now Cleveland's challenging it. Yeah, but Michigan, man, in the whole Duke game, I don't want to say they played well because I don't think they did. They didn't rebound like they're known to do. They didn't offensive rebound. I mean, heck, at least if you're not going to be at your strength, stop them from getting so many offensive rebounds. And they shot very poorly. So, to come out and play number 10 this way, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it'll just, like I say, like a lot of times. So when Duke is tops in the league, I've noticed that when you get to March Madness, I have a feeling Duke is going to get kind of the easier bracket. And I think Michigan will get the harder of the 4. They have a tendency to do that to us Michigan State, like the state of Michigan basketball teams. We don't always get the short end of the stick. So don't be surprised if Michigan and Michigan State end up being in the same bracket.
Yeah, I could see that. But I mean, They played pretty well. I mean, and that was a good measuring stick at this point of the year. You know what you got to work on now.
Yep,
You see him again. Now you know what to do.
that's
Um,
for sure.
because and even when they weren't playing their best, it was still a good game. They still kept it close. I mean, so
Yeah,
that's impressive. It's just like baseball. I've told this how many times. A good pitcher is somebody who can still be productive when they don't have their stuff.
yep,
It's easy to be really good when you got all your stuff, Chris.
yep,
When you don't have your best stuff, what can you do? Can you
yeah.
still be good enough to win?
So what you're saying is like in basketball, if you're not hitting your shots well, are you distributing the ball well? Are you setting up other players? Are you getting the rebounds? Are you diving for the ball out of bounds? Are you doing the nitty gritty, the other stuff? If it's hockey, are you setting up other players? Are you playing defense? If you're not shooting the puck well, are you setting up your other teammates? Are you doing the nitty gritty? Are you blocking shots? If it's baseball, are you making the pitcher work for it? That's what you're talking about. The nitty gritty stuff when you're not on your game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to be able to do something.
What was the call on the Robinson thing?
Cleveland got ball, so it's a 3-point game. Guard him, Harris. Guard him, Darren. He missed it. Dang it. Schroeder. He got into it with JB Bickerstaff earlier.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's a fiery little player. I liked him when he was with Detroit.
Yeah, he is.
Detroit got the ball. 49.8.
Oh, are they still down by 3?
Yep.
Oh man, God, are they going to tie the game? Like Richard's got to tell us if they're going to tie the game or not.
And
So
no Cade.
and no Cade. Woo! It'd be nice to see Michigan still up.
Yeah, I don't see them losing that game.
They better not. Up by nearly 20.
And then they got Iowa and then your team.
Yeah, if they win. I mean, you want to win out. The only way that you wouldn't get a number, and even if you were to lose your last 3 games of the season, you're still probably going to be number 1 seed in one of the 4 quadrants. So I mean, in the bracket. So,
I mean,
but
they've lost 2 games. There's only 2 other teams that have done that, and that's the 2 teams above them,
yeah,
Duke and Arizona.
yeah. I mean, they're going to get a 1 seed. Michigan State's probably going to be your hardest game, the last game of the season. So, and that'll be a real good matchup.
And it's at Chrysler.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a really good game.
I have enjoyed that Dusty May has, revisited this rival with Michigan State and Tom Izzo.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Although I do believe like Tom Izzo's got to probably he's in his last few years of coaching though with NIL and everything. He's not a happy camper with it. So I don't know how much longer he's going to coach. If they start paying players, then you'll start seeing it. You'll start seeing him stay longer. But he's not a fan of the NIL stuff.
Well, you got to do like Dabo Sweeney did at Clemson. That was his.
Yeah.
But he, that was his issue. But guess what he started doing?
Start paying players.
Beat them, join them.
Yep.
Like that's how college is now.
Yep.
The transfer portal is almost becoming more valuable than the freshmen.
And it's funny because if you do have a lot of money, it's gonna sound real sucky, but if I could come in and pay a bunch of players to come in and play, how much is my coaching ability worth now? Does it matter? You still have to be able to gel the players, but your ability to coach players up, and how hard will it be to have these you bring these top-notch players in and you try to tell them something and they're just not listening to you. Like, you're going to get guys like that.
Well, also too, I look at it like this, and this, I've heard this put several ways. Do I want to pay $4 million to an incoming freshman who we have no clue what he's about? Or do I want to pay $4 million to a current college player who has showed his worth?
Yeah, a veteran, like you could call them a veteran. They're in the transfer portal. They've already played 1 year, and they look like they've played well. They didn't get starter minutes, but they were a top-notch bench player that looked like they were, let's say they're in their sophomore year. I'll take a chance on him than a guy just entering college that hasn't. He was a top high school prospect, but he doesn't have any college worth yet. There's no minutes at the college level yet.
But you also have to surround said player with potential, or with coaching, the right coach, like Michigan last year.
Because if
they did Bryce Underwood wrong.
Yeah.
There was no development from the first game of the year to the last game.
Yeah.
No quarterback coach.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, we'll see how well we'll see how well he does this year. So, I mean, second year, you got higher expectations. So we'll see how well he does this year.
Yeah, I look at it as the defense. I mean, not the defense, excuse me. The better coaching.
Yeah.
Because these coaches are focused on football and not Tinder.
Tinder.
I mean, you had Tuck Cumming and Sharon Moore smash, and look at how they both got fired. Imagine that.
Yeah, I know, huh?
What a coincidence!
Like I said before, Tuck did one thing, and then Sharon Moore's like, hold my beer, and then here we go.
Yeah, that whole thing was wild.
Yeah, it definitely was. That's for sure.
Sasser. Nope. Oh, nice rebound, Duncan. You don't have to shoot it. Get a good shot. Get a good shot. Why are you? All right, there's a putback dunk. I mean, it's still 13 seconds left.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking on the score in ESPN, so they're down by 1, which means you need to foul them.
Yeah.
And hope they miss.
They were just shooting it like it was 5. I mean, there's 13 seconds left. Like,
yeah. Hopefully they can foul them right away, and hopefully they miss a shot. Then a 3-point.
They were definitely going for quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I mean, quantity over quality. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not one of our best shooting performances tonight, that's for sure.
No. It's been our problem, man, when we've struggled shooting and Cade fouls out.
Yeah. They just keep. Yeah. We'll see. We'll give you the last. We'll stay on for the last like 13 seconds of the game here before
Yeah,
we.
Michigan up 81-64 with a minute left.
Yeah, I mean, I think that game's still. I mean,
And Lendenborg just hit a 3. That's up 20.
yeah. There it is. Boom. I just saw it.
He is so good.
That's good. It's good that your coach has revitalized the Michigan basketball program. That's awesome.
I mean, he's done it in his first 2 years. He's a really good coach.
Yep. You probably got a good one now. You just got to hold on to him now.
They got the money.
Yeah, and not only that, but you've got a young enough coach who looks like Steve Kerr that can use the transfer portal properly. And unfortunately, hopefully Izzo gets
nice
that.
play.
Hopefully Izzo understands that, and he can start using it. But I mean, let's be honest, he's much older than your head coach. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
at the end of the day, I mean, Izzo doesn't have nearly as many years left as your head coach does.
Oh no, Dusty May's still young.
Yeah.
All right, Michigan game over, 84-70.
Yeah, I'm not even watching that game anymore.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
All right, come on, miss a free throw. Makes the first. 113-111.
Yep.
10.9 left.
Missed the second one, hopefully.
I mean, 10.9 seconds, that's a lot of time.
Hell, that's still a lot of time. Got to get a good shot off, though. Do they have an additional time? Do they have another timeout left still?
I don't. That's what I was just looking for. I don't think so.
I don't on the board I'm looking at. They don't show the timeout.
Oh, he missed it.
Did he?
They didn't get the rebound. Oh my gosh.
Detroit, are you serious?
Yup.
Dang.
Tobias Harris. Man, that was huge. Gotta hope he misses one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he got to miss one on this one. That was terrible. We just not having a good night, man. The luck is just not going our way. Those are the little things in games that prevent you from having a chance to win games.
Made both. Oh, he made one. Up 3-point game.
He made one?
Whoa! Jenkins got fouled shooting a 3. 3 free throws.
Oh my goodness.
What was that player doing? Oh, it was smart. The guy, he was trying to foul him.
Uh-huh.
Jenkins noticed it and put it up.
Oh.
Wow, that's a heads-up play. Because they were trying to foul him, so they would just have to take 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Made the first.
Gosh.
You just see it?
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, that's
Made the
crazy.
second one.
Whoo!
All right, make one more.
Yeah, I saw the result. Go ahead, say it, Rich. When you see it.
Tie game. 4-7 left. Schroeder. What? Jalen Duren game or overtime. Wow, he had a block. Schroeder got to the hole.
Yeah. A game-saving layup, a block, a game-saving block. That's awesome.
Wow. I almost said the Palace going crazy. LCA going crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, Alsar got beat. Nice play. Wow, that was gutsy.
They made up for the horrible rebound.
Man. Hey, that's a smart play, though, that Jenkins made. That's that IQ shit.
Yeah.
That's that
Woo.
IQ. That's stuff you can't teach, Chris. You either got it or you don't.
Yeah.
You know, that's understanding the game.
Yep. Wow. Well, unfortunately, I cannot stay on here and narrate the last part of the game. I'll have to do something pretty soon. Fighting for overtime. Yep.
Absolutely. But no, it was a good show, Chris. Good job, man. Not bad for
my first time hosting Detroit What Up Doe. So not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. But okay. So Rich, tell them where you can find us. Or find you. Yep. And you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan. And you can also okay. Okay, forehead.
All right, hairline.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at OnePrideNation_24. Thanks for everybody that was watching tonight. It was greatly appreciated for two guys that are old, apparently. Not too bad for us old guys representing the old crowd. But thanks for everybody watching. Please like and subscribe on Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. You can also find us on you can view us on X, and you can also view us on Facebook as well. Thanks a lot for coming on and watching us. And don't forget that we also do an NBA show. Rich, tell them about what you guys do for your NBA shows.
Be on NBA Nightly every Monday and every Thursday. Talk
Awesome.
about what's happening around the NBA.
Yep. And just every once in a while, you'll see us doing Central Crown as we start to slowly heat up for baseball during spring training, where we will eventually be doing a regular weekly show for the Central Crown. And talking a little bit of Red Wings hockey on What Up Doe as we do that on Friday. Probably start doing it on Friday nights more often. But yeah. And we'll slowly start getting back into the lines as the draft starts to draft talk starts to heat up around April as well. But thanks for everybody that was watching.
Absolutely.
What'd you say?
I said absolutely.
Yep. And everybody have a good evening. And thank you for tuning in. What up, Doe?